Well, greetings again, everyone. It's me, Nick Michalak, and the stupendous Steve Frazier.
Happy New Year. It's 2025?
Yes.
How is that even possible?
Yes. And we are doing a commentary today for Beverly Hills Cop AXEL F, guys, the fourth film of the franchise that came out last year.
The fourth film in the franchise. Like, how is that even possible?
30 years after the last sequel, which everyone wanted to forget.
Yes.
And Eddie wanted to rectify.
Including us. And
so,
you, if you just watched it know, before this, to catch up for this.
And if you were running through our playlist, you'll know that previously we did these commentaries as a three-man booth with Trent, but he's kind of retired sort of unofficially from everything like that.
Yeah,
so just the two of us. So anyway, Trick A, so it just me and Steve, but we'll have a fun time regardless. So guys, get your Netflix thrown up there. Try to get your time set as close to zero as possible. I know Netflix is a little tricky on that regard. We had a little...
Hit play from the beginning and then quick pause.
Yeah. And get your subtitles turned on. So get all that set up and ready to go. And we'll sync up with the countdown. So, in 3, 2, 1, play.
And we're actually streaming this from Netflix.
Yeah.
So this is... We don't do this very often. We like hard physical media because...
it's a little more reliable in most cases.
But Netflix is fine.
Yeah.
And this was produced for Netflix, right? This is a Netflix movie.
I'm guessing Paramount, since they're also doing the Happy Gilmore sequel, I think that was Paramount as well, so they're all just kind of licensing off to Netflix to do whatever.
Well, I think Adam Sandler's deal with Netflix...
Yeah, that
like
too.
He signed an exclusivity deal with them.
So
winter weather advisory in effect, much like it is here in Chicagoland.
Yes.
This already feels better than part 3.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I will say I don't, right off the bat, I don't like the fact, I don't like that we're using the heat is on.
We'll get into it. We'll comment more when it starts rearing its head in the next 15 minutes. This
montage of driving and slice of life Detroit is... I mean, it's right back to where we started, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Why did they pick this song? Like, we've done this.
Okay,
we need a different song.
Since since we get this and we get shakedown later on.
Dumb.
I heard someone kind of figure it's probably Netflix imposed type of thing. It's like, well, we got to get in with the nostalgia hit right up front. Because they don't do it like after the first 15 minutes. It's all basically mostly new songs after this. Or just score. So I don't know if it's just the fact that Netflix says, we got to hit the familiar, we got to tap that dopamine thing in your head from 40 years ago.
I don't think you have to.
I don't think so. I'm just saying that's probably what Netflix's thing might have been, saying, hey, we got to punch up this thing and that thing. Just, I definitely feel like, as they did with those, at least the first, all three of the films, they did a lot of Detroit kind of Motown people and here and there and everywhere. Just focus on a lot of Detroit, Michigan artists. Seeger and Glenn Frey and Pointer Sisters. Kind of get that core in there. There's got to be a number of current Detroit sort of artists that could entirely have tapped for that.
Eminem?
Sure.
There's more, I'm sure. But
sure, yeah.
When I think of
list,
current pop stars or whatever, when I think of Detroit, I think of Eminem.
R&B, hip hop, whatever the case was, they could have gone off that. And obviously, this thing was in development hell for eons, because I think we mentioned in the third one there was an idea for them to do something like set in London, where they go over there and there's some other storyline going on over there. But there's like a whole... It just kept getting turned around all over the place. And I think Eddie he might have been happy at one point with the script, but then kind of fell off and things didn't work out.
I love the trope here of black people don't like hockey. I think it's hilarious. Because, traditionally...
Sure.
Hockey's kind of a white guy sport, right?
Well, it's
like stereotypically. So the fact that they're leaning into the stereotype is... great comedy.
Imagine a black guy in the 70s with a jerry curl underneath the thing. It'd be a mess.
Right.
You don't want that.
No, you don't want that.
Slide all over the place.
Yeah, so glow.
But I guess at one point they had Brett Ratner attached for like a decade, and it just kept getting turned around.
Well, and then also CBS was attached to a television
TV series,
show.
Yes, there's a pilot.
Like 3 different times they were going to make a TV show.
Yeah, they shot one pilot. Eddie was part of it.
And it was like his son?
It was his son.
Okay.
But they didn't pick it up because I saw some clips from it. He's top form in the whole thing. He's really sharp in it. But for a reason, it just felt like the other characters, the other leads, didn't hit off strong enough, and they just didn't pick it up. Didn't think it was going to be a strong contender against whatever else they had that season to pick up from. And so it just kept getting batted around back and forth. Bruckheimer was kind of involved early on from doing the 4th one because he dropped out from the 3rd because there's a whole bunch of mess and nonsense. So they're just kind of pulling it on for about 20 years. Even the guys that Bruckheimer eventually got, I think Bruckheimer's still involved with the Bad Boys films. He got, the guys who did the last 2 sequels were going to do this, but then they backed out and did something. They went off to do the Batgirl film that got shelved by Warner's.
I'm still blown away that just happened. By the way,
right.
As we're recording this, we can congratulate Colin Farrell on his Golden Globe win.
Congratulations.
For the Penguin.
Damn well
Not that he's listening to this, but if you've listened to our Batman commentary,
swing back around to that after we're done here.
You can hear us, basically blow Colin Farrell for 3 hours. So, and now he's won an award. Oh, yeah. So, you know what? Great job.
Hot off the bat.
Anyway.
But yeah, it just took forever. It took forever. I mean, Eddie was very much like he regretted the 3rd film, how it came out. Everyone was just in the wrong headspace doing it. It didn't work out. It's like he wanted to go back to this. Because he'd been doing the family films for so long. Now this feels fresh to him again.
Eddie, it's like riding a bike for him.
Eddie doesn't look like he's aged today.
Not really. He's got good doctors.
At least 30 years.
Good doctors.
Yeah, he's good health.
Good plastic surgeons. good everything. He's looking good.
You need to refer Judge Reinhold to it.
Well, no shit.
Yeah, get there.
Judge did not get his recommendations from Mr. Murphy.
No.
Bad. Guys your age. He's like 60.
Yeah, he is. He looks a day over 40.
I know. He looks younger than us. I suppose, I don't know. He's also got like 11 kids.
Oh, yeah.
From 8 women or something. I love that. I like that immediately we've gone back to the trope of him commandeering strange vehicles.
Yeah.
Classic Eddie Murphy storyline, too, where he's in somewhere, not Eddie Murphy, Axel Foley, where he's up to his ass in something that he's not supposed to be in. Yeah. So he's positioned himself to make it look like it was the other guy's idea.
Yeah. He was just along for the ride.
Right. Much like the strip club, in 2.
Yeah.
And even that right there, let me guess, Foley is a great way to determine a reputation.
It's been going on before they even got a fucking badge, man. Before they got into the academy, it's been going on. And getting Reiser back is such a great thing.
I love that Reiser is back. What I do not buy for any minute ever is that Reiser became the boss of anybody.
Okay. He was a little naive before, yeah.
And I don't know what's happened in the last 30 years, but I don't buy that he's the best. You know what I mean?
Not from what we saw before, yeah.
Right.
It's a little bit of a leap from Mario Andretti Friedman wrecked the Ferrari.
Right. And there's the porta potty. So, like, I don't know. He's always just been kind of a subordinate.
Yeah. A little bit of a punching bag.
And like I said,
a sad sack.
Right, and like I said, we don't know what's happened in the last 30 years. Yeah. However, they didn't
usually position him in a very positive
right,
light.
Like it just doesn't feel right. It feels
and since we didn't have him in the third because he was off doing Mad About You and probably demanded too much money for it.
I'm sure. Which, again, there would have been like a positional leap in that movie, probably.
Right.
I don't know. It feels like a nostalgia grab. Like I like having him
convenient.
Right. I like having him in the movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah, totally.
But
Gil Hill passed away and they killed off.
Right. It's not the right role. I don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, Reiser plays it well, just in terms of like the character progression doesn't quite fit for you.
Stop hitting cars, he says.
I know we get Neutron Dance.
Yeah,
Shakedown.
And I
it goes from like Neutron Dance into Shakedown.
It's too much of unneeded.
It's like Netflix SEO. You have to optimize it for the nostalgia pop.
Absolutely none of it is necessary. No. You could have put in a brand new song.
Or just, the score on this thing's really hot. I mean, they could have just had Lorne Balfe do a score for the action beat.
They are known for...
Yeah, the pop songs.
The needle drops.
Yeah.
Which I'm down for. But just reusing the old ones...
It's a little...
Like, what if Shakedown hadn't happened and they just redone the Glenn Fry in part 2? You'd have been so pissed.
Right. And then they're lazy.
Then there was a new one and you're like, ooh, I like this.
Yeah.
Why not have confidence in anybody to say... Let me put in something new and have everybody go, ooh, I like this. It fits.
Because they also did the top of Top Gun Maverick, with just putting Danger Zone in there for like 40 seconds or something like that at the top of the film.
Which is probably the worst 40 seconds of the movie.
Because I'm sitting in the theater like, am I watching the first film again? It was like, it was shot for shot, beat for beat for about a minute. The exact same sequence at the start of the first film.
Yeah, not good.
Then they went off and did a phenomenal job making a new, fresh film, which was the greatest thing ever.
And 10 times better than the original.
Oh, yeah, straight up.
I like the Gil Hill pic on the wall. That's good.
Mm-hmm. Apparently I saw, like, behind-the-scenes stuff where it's actually... They didn't have the photo on set. It's actually been composited in from what I saw.
Like it's
like
digital?
They didn't have the clearance when they went out to shoot it, so they got it later, or they just punched it in. So, but you couldn't tell. It shows off at least that they still have the friendship and they just kind of bailed him out here and there, so it still feels a little bit like Axel's kind of puppeteering him a little too much over the last years, but it makes it hard-pressed to believe that he's the lieutenant or the captain, if that's the case.
He looks good in the suit.
Oh, yeah. Still got the chops.
Like the timing, the pacing is weird.
Okay.
It's like, let's introduce Jeffrey, who shouldn't be in this role, as the person in this role, and then in his first real scene, he's leaving.
Yeah.
So it's like ultra convenient.
Yeah, sure.
And I suppose their intention was, well, people like Frazier who get angry that he's the chief, we'll just write him off as the chief, so now he has nothing to be angry about. Like,
yeah.
Well, I'm still angry.
Sure.
But in the long run, the movie, I like this movie a lot. So, yes, our job is to nitpick.
Yeah.
So, actually it's not, but I like to nitpick. Chief. He's the chief. they said. Yeah. Like, the number one in charge of every cop in the...
Yeah, Deputy Chief Friedman on the desk there.
Well...
That's even higher than Inspector Todd.
Right.
Inspector just sounds like you're the head of the division. This is like...
Number two in all of...
the whole freaking department.
All of Detroit.
Yeah, all of it. Yeah, it's a little straining on that, and I understand what they're doing, but it does feel a little, again, convenient, as you alluded to.
And you see they put her in Louboutins there, which are like the most expensive shoe you can get.
Yeah. If you're in Beverly Hills, straight up, yeah.
Well, anywhere.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if you're going to be in Beverly Hills,
right,
you got to look like you're Beverly Hills. Jake Roberts' freaking shirt she's got going on.
It's hot.
She turned his boots into a shirt.
Well...
Seen weirder things.
It's better than turning Damien into the shirt.
Wow. Which Damien is the question?
Well, there were a lot of Damiens. He killed a few along the way.
Oh.
Including one that he, I think, froze in the trunk of the car on a winter road trip.
Well, I mean...
They had to keep replacing the Damien.
No. There's a lot of trucks going around.
That's true. It was the 80s. You know, whatever. So, I don't know. Like, they've set up this little, drug whatever case.
Mm-hmm.
We've set up the daughter here, or...
Yeah.
We don't know that to be the
truth.
Well,
they've alluded to is like, okay, talk to your daughter, then we cut to her, so it kind of just creates that film language connection.
I like that the captions capitalized "Your Honor," which is
captions.
Yeah, and the people. Your Honor and the people are both proper nouns in this case, so I like this.
Yes.
Parking garages are weird. Like, parking garage scenes, I guess. Well, this is scary, too. It's kind of fun that they, like, sawed through that cabling.
Mm-hmm.
That metal cabling is, like, crazy.
Insane.
And these masks are really cool. It's so hard to come up with a new concept for a mask. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, holy shit, look at that.
Yeah, that's terrifying,
That's a great
image.
Practical...
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to guess that's not CGI. They probably hung a car there, no?
It seems like it to me. Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's hard to do a mask concept that's new.
Yeah.
And well, he doesn't look the worst that I've ever seen him, but he does not look good.
No.
I like his Guns N' Roses t-shirt, though. That's kind of... They're, like, he is aged...
rough.
Really poorly.
Yeah.
And I think that the surgeries and such were, like, to try to compensate for that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not looking so good. Let me see if I can doctor it up.
Yeah.
And then that kind of went awry, and...
Yeah, if you got a bad face-off, you just can't... I don't see people coming back from it most times. And, like, Courtney Cox still got this horrible fucking one from, like, 15 years ago.
Courtney Cox looks terrible.
Yeah.
Axel Foley doing
the Johnny Wisbo
Caribbean voices is a hell of an idea. So, have we ascertained who the mother is of this lady?
Don't ever bring it up.
So, is he actually on the force? Or he's a private detective?
He's a PI.
He's a PI,
yeah.
Okay. And I like that they showed that they, what he's after.
Yeah.
And there's video evidence that corroborates the dude's story.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that looks like Detroit.
The good thing about this, like, sometimes you watch a streaming movie, it looks like a streaming movie. It looks a little cheap in places, doesn't feel like it has a scale to it. They definitely put the money, they put $150 million into this, so it's definitely showing through. The quality of the cinematography, everything.
This feels like I'm sitting in the cinema.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
This feels more like a movie than 3 did.
Oh, yeah. 3 just felt very flat. Just in terms of how it looked overall. It just didn't feel like... No one really had their back into it. No one was really inspired throughout the whole thing. I mean... 3, you can definitely tell the lack of the Bruckheimer-Simpson influence. Because it's not there. Because they're not involved with the entire film. Now you get Bruckheimer back. It feels like a Bruckheimer film. Bruckheimer films have a certain vibe to them, I feel. He pushes for a certain level of quality.
There's an aesthetic. Yeah. There's a... Yeah. Like this shot here.
Yeah, yeah.
This is Bruckheimer.
Yeah.
This is Bruckheimer.
Yeah.
All right, now, see, I'm down with a new hip-hop song.
Yeah.
Prenup is hilarious.
It's a Billy Idol remix, so that's good. It's throwback, but it's also fresh.
I like it hot. This is another quality
montage
staple of a film like this.
Yeah,
is the montage. Yeah, I like this song. I think it fits. I think they did a great job.
I think they could have done that with most of the stuff. They could have done like remixes of old 80s songs and still kind of give the old and the new flavor to it. I think that would have been a much smarter thing overall.
Well, right. Instead of just needle dropping those first
couple of tracks.
Those 3
originals.
songs, and it's like, wait, why?
Yeah.
Rosewood Investigation is in a motel room.
The Rambo.
The Rambo, yeah. Here he goes, just impersonating.
Yeah. Dolph Lundgren looking dude. Dolph Lundgren and Eric Estrada.
Yeah.
Looks like Hispanic William Shatner.
Well, there's the old fishing trip photo.
Yeah. Oh, Pellegrino, love him.
Yeah, this is.
Yeah.
I love.
Right on the vibe.
I love when Axel just bullshits his way through everything.
Yeah.
Suite 25. It's a fucking motel. Wow, yeah. How is this a business block? Like, all of these are businesses?
Official, yeah.
But all of those are businesses.
That's weird. Again, I like that they get a lot of these bit players who do these real sharp moments.
Now, is this the one? Is this the one that's actually his daughter? His actual daughter is in this movie.
Yeah, she's the attorney.
Oh,
the one. I mean, like Eddie's actual daughter.
Yeah, Eddie's actual daughter.
I don't know.
Yes, Eddie's actual real life daughter is in this movie.
Okay,
and I don't know if it's this lady or.
Well, she might have a different last name, so I don't know.
I'm sorry,
real life daughter Bria Murphy appears as Renee Minnick, an officer arrests Foley after he arrives. So it might be her. We'll see at the end of the sequence.
Yeah, I don't know. An officer whoever is the arresting officer is his real life daughter.
Yeah. So I was wrong. This is when they have Neutron Dance come in. So again, they're.
Yeah, why?
Yeah.
Can we? I remember thinking, I love this movie, and I'm so frustrated with the songs.
Yeah.
Like, I think the sequence is great.
Yeah.
I have loved everything about this movie so far.
Yeah.
Except the soundtrack.
Yeah. I was looking up the director because it's Mark Molloy, who this is actually his feature film directorial debut. He'd been doing like TV commercial stuff before and did some stuff for that short-lived Shimmy Ep Quibi.
Oh.
That died a death in a heartbeat.
Yeah, no kidding.
But, hey, it looks slick and professional to me, man. He's doing a great job.
You'd never know.
Oh, no, he looks like he's been doing it for 20... I mean, clearly, he's been doing, like, work for 20 years, but feature film work.
I'm sure that he's, they had a lot of help on this, too. Bruckheimer's involved and whatever.
Yeah. But you can tell...
Asians with a selfie stick is a wonderful stereotype.
Yeah. So it's probably one of these ladies then.
Yeah. That's
the one
her.
On the right.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's his real life daughter. I don't know which daughter number this is in his
Sure, yeah, there's...
He's got so many.
You're on the Lego cops.
BMW cop car. Yeah. She's pretty, though.
Oh, yeah, she's good.
And it is kind of nice that he threw her a bone, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Especially if she is getting into acting. You get a little something for her. A leg up for a little part. Gordon-Levitt's great.
Gordon-Levitt is a wonderful talent.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I do kind of buy that Taggart has become the chief of L.A.
Yeah.
Like, that makes sense to me.
Yeah, yeah.
Because he was always...
a straight, narrow cop.
Right.
Yeah.
He was a do-good... I mean...
respectable establishment.
Right,
man.
right.
Yeah.
He seemed like a professional career cop.
Yeah.
And Mario Andretti Friedman is not that.
Yeah. I like the little subtle jab they had when he's going through his history of cases, and they said 94, not your most shining moment.
Yeah.
It's like
everybody knows. Wink, wink.
Yeah, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do any more than that. It's just nice.
Two counts. It's funny because I went, wait, who'd be his lawyer? But
yeah, less in terms of a lawyer and more in terms of just a favor.
I love that she hangs up. It's fucking perfect.
Yeah, it's not even trying.
Why would she even pick it up?
Yeah.
Like, if it was the Axel Foley we know and love, he'd call the office and make up a funny voice to get through to...
You're back around the other way.
Right. Fucking, like, not Vespas,
Segways.
Segway, yeah. Well, hello to you, too. This is great acting out of Eddie's part.
Oh, yeah. No gleam in the eye.
Right, like, I'm sure he hasn't seen her in forever.
Oh, yeah.
And as far as story goes, I like that she's just no-selling the fact that it's her dad.
Yeah.
And she's literally just there to talk about the case.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's
Cut to the chase.
It's a little convenient, isn't it? That all of the principals are interacting.
Yeah, a little too.
I don't know. Like, I get it. It's movie land.
Yeah.
Whatever. Totally fine.
R.I.P. Ashton.
Oh my God!
Lord.
I know. I was so sad when he died.
It's like, oh man. I'm glad he got to come back to this.
This was like his last role, right? Like,
I think so, maybe. But the three of them, these two and Reinhold, man, they're just
magic.
They're magic on screen, but behind the scenes, they just absolutely love each other so much.
And look at this, 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, Bacon, man. I was watching an interview earlier where they're talking about when the first Beverly Hills Cop came out, Footloose was coming out at the same time, and that was also one of the top 10 films of the year, so all these guys come a long old way.
Yeah, I mean, Footloose is really what put him on the map. I mean, he'd obviously been in things.
Yeah, Friday the 13th and everything, but
I mean,
not the standout role in that regard.
Right,
yeah.
I mean, he was in other things after that, in between, but...
That one put him
on
Footloose
top of the sent him, rocket ship on his ass, or whatever the idiom is. Isn't it crazy? Kevin Bacon is one of those people.
Yeah.
He is so good at being an actor that he can play like the the Joe Everyman, like, good guy.
Yeah, you Tremors.
And he can play, like, just the low-down, dirty heel.
Oh, yeah. Effortlessly.
And it's seamless.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know if you have ever, I don't know if you follow him on any social media or whatever,
I have not.
But he often posts little videos of him and his wife, Kira Sedgwick.
Sure. Okay.
And they are literally the happiest people in the world.
Okay.
And they do little songs or little dances together, or...
That's lovely.
And they're like the picture-perfect married happy couple.
Oh, I love it.
And maybe it's not behind the scenes,
sure, but you can project a very nice image.
But, oh my God, like, I've never wanted to just be friends with a married Hollywood couple more than the Bacon Sedgwicks.
Chill out with some wine.
Right, and he's got his guitar, and they'd sing a little song.
Bacon Brothers.
Yeah, I mean...
They've come around here for a couple of...
I just love their family. And we've glossed over the backstory here between those two. And there's a great... I don't know who wrote this movie.
They had 3 screenwriters on this. I didn't know much about them.
But shit like that, where, you know, he just is being a good cop and looking at people's shoes, you know?
Well, I saw at least one of the screenwriters who worked on Scrubs and a couple other little thingamajiggers. And Desperate Housewives. Kevin Eden. And also worked for Letterman. Twice nominated for a Golden Globe. It's talking Golden Globes and such. The screenwriter has nothing on Wikipedia.
See, he's trying to be a dad.
Yeah.
And they did incorporate a newer song. The old 12th Street Mafia.
Well, one of the screenwriters, he worked on that Nick Cage film, Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. Which
I never saw that one.
But I've heard a lot of positive things about that one. I don't like credits for them, but burgeoning screenwriters.
Nick! If she doesn't want to talk about anything personal, why would she get mad and tell him to put the case file down?
Yeah.
Other than, I guess, she doesn't want him looking through it. But...
She doesn't mind him giving her information, but I don't want you working the case with me.
Right. She's got that mini Bianca Belair hairdo that I fucking hate.
Braided whip.
Oh, gross. Yeah. I hate it so bad. Oh, we got a ghost in the room over here.
Posters peeled off the wall.
Impound and Tow. Beverly Hills, Impound and Tow is this little shack under the overpass. Although I guess it's got all these big...
Danny Glover on the wall.
Oh boy. Oh.
Right next to Bonadouche.
Right, yeah.
There's a douche in his own right.
Jupiter Ascending.
Jupiter Ascending.
I do love a chubby gay. And it's ascending, I bet.
Be fair, nobody saw Jupiter Ascending. That thing bombed like hard.
Oh, it's a real movie?
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was a fake
Channing Tatum flick.
I thought it was a fake movie.
Oh,
that they made up for this.
Well, if you saw the trailer, mind something is pretty fake as it was.
The fact that he's just randomly giving...
giving it up.
Kismet. I gotta look up Jupiter Ascending now. I swear to God, I thought it was a fake movie. Ooh, I like that purple car. Look at this thing. Daddy wants a purple car. What is that? What's that logo?
It was a Wachowski's film. That's what it was.
Oh, the females?
Yes.
Can we go back to showing me that purple thing? I don't know what it was.
Yeah,
I don't know what the logo was. I have to ask my friend Dave. My friend Dave, everybody's got a car friend, right? I got a car friend named Dave. I've been friends with this guy for 20 years. Goes to the auto show every year. Knows everything there is to know about Teslas. Love my guy Dave. I need him to look at this logo and tell me what it is.
Yellow one with the spoiler on it. Yikes.
I do love a yellow. Purple and yellow are my two favorite colors. So that's the car I want there. That purple one behind it. Yeah. But I can't.
The penguin car.
Oh my God, the penguin car was the perfect car.
Oh, yeah.
One of those little lady mirrors.
Uh-huh. I mean, so much of the crime stuff, this feels like the second film.
Right,
it's
right.
Really,
like
a little involved, but it's very clever, intricate type of stuff. But it's not convoluted.
Yeah, it's very, it makes sense. The links A to B to C to D. This happens, and because of that, the next thing happens. Oh, what'd you call him? Lundgren and...
Shatner or Estrada.
Estrada, that's the one, yeah. Lundgren and Estrada. Oh, Timo version. Timo Lundgren, Timo Estrada. Hilarious. Hilarious. How many children does he have that are not named Murphy in real life? I like the name Foley. I think Foley's a good name. Yeah.
That definitely feels like Eddie Riffin. A little bit here.
A little bit, yeah.
Again, the idea of it does just go off with it.
He has that same thing that Adam Sandler has.
Okay.
I think, where he can absolutely do what is in the script, but has
spin it off a little bit.
Loves, like, every take is probably a little different.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look at this guy.
Nice ascot.
I don't like a paisley.
No. But it fits the look.
Yep. Fancy Dan. He's wearing a Detroit Lions jacket.
With a Detroit radio station shirt.
Yeah.
Ain't fooling nobody.
And look at that. She's now made up.
Better than
she is doing his shtick.
Better than he does.
And look at how proud he is.
Professional. Yeah. Yeah. Nice.
That
He goes along with what Rosewood said earlier. It's like, you're as much as you want to feel like you're completely different from him, you're almost exactly like him.
looks like a hopping place.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure she doesn't get a chance to be a bullshitter.
Yeah.
Like, lawyers don't have the same social presence as a police officer, especially a detective.
Yeah.
And here's all the bad guys with the cop.
Yeah.
What I really like right now in the story is that we are not going to go down the dramatic irony route.
Right.
Where we know that Bacon is a bad guy and we're waiting for him to figure it out. He
was already suspecting him for the first minute.
I like that he suspected him. It's confirmed.
Yeah.
And
now it's just trying to catch him in the act.
Right. And now we got to compile the evidence.
Yeah.
And that's different than we knowing and him not knowing.
Yeah, right.
That shit drives me nuts. And I
know
know
allows Bacon to chew it up a little bit, too. If he's trying to put on a facade, then he's going to kind of pull it back. Now we can be a little bit more act outwards in the whole thing and really have fun with it.
This. He is. You really want to slap him in the face, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
He's smarmy.
Oh, yeah.
Eddie's got that perfect razor line on his forehead there. I don't know anything about, when you're kind of, I don't want to say bald, but when you have that hairstyle, how they draw that perfect box around your...
Yeah.
I love his eyes.
Oh, yeah.
I've always loved his eyes.
And the fact they put him in the blue suit to complement that is really nice.
Right.
That's the costume department knows what they're doing, really. Right. They're paying attention to everything.
I have blue eyes.
Yeah.
And any time that I wear, like, a blue shirt,
jacket, whatever.
Right. I have customers that on those days they'll tell me, I love your eyes.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because I never hear it unless I'm wearing, like, the blue shirt that matches it.
Just something that just jumps out at you, projects outwards.
To your point, that wasn't about me. That was about, you're right. That they knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
There's a Starbucks. Let's cheers to that. Those hoop earrings are obnoxious.
I have never really understood earrings in general as an accessory. They just look irritating.
I don't mind. I don't mind earrings as an accessory.
Sometimes they look fatiguing, especially after big, like super.
Yeah, like the giant hoop.
Or just some weird dangly thing.
Maybe obnoxious wasn't the right word for those.
Why do I need 5 pounds hanging off my ear?
Yeah, okay, I'll stand corrected. I don't think obnoxious was the right word for those earrings, but you're bordering on the hoop is too big.
Yeah.
And I know that they come like the size of Bengal bracelets around you.
Yeah, how?
And we've got the subtle
I was going to say the
Foley theme.
Yeah. Lauren Balfe was like, and him and Mark Molloy, the director, wanted to flow it in with like different variations, different arrangements, stuff like that. They just kind of have it in there.
This is the Beverly Hills Hotel.
I like this bit. Just it doesn't have the energy to do the full fucking deal. It's probably on the cheap end from Beverly Hills.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that.
I don't know. It feels definitely that you could probably get a lot more, like a big old fucking wide ass suite.
Well,
that's gonna be 4 figures.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
know. Just we have no context whatsoever, to be honest.
Well, my
I just expect to be exorbitantly expensive beyond all reason.
My best friend a couple of years ago was in New York City.
Sure.
And he and his wife were walking around Central Park, and
you mentioned this before.
There's the Plaza Hotel.
Yeah.
And I probably talked about this during the Home Alone 2.
Yeah.
So my best friend and his wife decided, just for the fun of it, let's walk into the Plaza Hotel
and see.
And just ask if there's a room available.
Yeah.
And there was, and I believe it was $650 that night. I love the purple suit, by the way. Maybe it's burgundy, but it looks purple on from where I'm. The tie is purple for sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, so if the Plaza Hotel in Central Park is $650, like I guess I would buy that the Beverly Hilton is
$940.
$940.
Sure.
Now, that might not have been their cheapest room. That might have been what was available.
Yeah.
But I would never... I can't even fathom a $900 hotel room.
No.
Like, for
the size, the look of it,
for $900, I could do an entire vacation.
Yeah. Straight. With airfare.
For 4 days. Right. Like... I know that I've said this before, and I mean this in the most positive way as possible, so I don't want any hate tweets.
Yeah.
But black men can wear a suit, literally any color, and they look fucking good.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a skin tone thing. Because as much as I love that burgundy suit, I would look ridiculous in that suit. But Eddie Murphy or Steve Harvey, or
Steve Harvey,
literally any black man looks fucking fantastic in a bright colored suit, a mustard suit, a burgundy suit, green. I don't even care what it is. They all look great.
Yeah.
And I'm jealous. I'm jealous of the black man for being able to wear any suit he wants and not look ridiculous. I've never liked a striped button-down. And I've owned them in the past. I used to wear a shirt and tie every day to work.
Yeah.
For years.
Yeah.
And I haven't now for years. I do love a vest, though. Taggart's outfit is like, I would wear this to a concert.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd do the button-down and shirt and a vest. I've had, B and C level rock stars tell me that I'm the best dressed person in the audience. That was like 2 days ago, by the way.
Yeah.
I don't trust any van that has roses on it to not be a person with a machine gun, right?
Yeah.
Well, in this movie... again, credit to the screenwriter.
Yeah.
The line, I've been a father as long as you've been a daughter.
Yeah, that's great.
That's a 10.
Yeah.
Like, that is a great fucking line.
Yeah. And that feels like it's from someone who has been a parent for a time.
Probably.
A little reflection.
Like, I don't know if I would have the wherewithal to write that line.
Yeah, right.
You got Timo Danny Trejo. I told you.
Yeah.
I didn't remember that was a thing, but...
Well, where's the Guns N' Roses song now?
Well, see?
It'd be on the nose. It'd be different. It'd be fresh.
I don't know which one they would play. Sweet Child of Mine.
Sweet Child of Mine.
There you go.
There you go.
And it could even be that remix, like, sad one that I don't remember that girl did.
Sheryl Crow did one.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I don't know.
Wasn't quite as nice. I think that was for another movie, though.
But yeah, I mean, Guns N' Roses right there would have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy's right out of Breaking Bad. I fucking love it. Like, if Breaking Bad and Heat had a baby,
oh yeah,
this scene is it.
There it is. Yeah.
I love that. Like, just that little cutaway of, like, rich old lady and her little dog.
Create some reality and context. Yeah.
Like, she's a real estate agent.
Yeah.
Realtor, I guess is the right word. Maserati. She's driving a Maserati. This would be national news, by the way, right now.
Yeah, there'd be a chopper on site.
There would be somebody who would have been live on Instagram.
Oh yeah,
across the street.
Yeah.
There. I like the dynamic here. It's like they've got to kind of work together.
Yeah.
Even though there's fabricated contention.
Yeah.
You like the contention is really only what they make it.
Sure. Yeah.
You know. The dog barked and saved the day. Talk about the delusional Beverly Hills stereotype. It's fucking perfect. This movie is so good.
Yeah, it's right on the pulse of the whole thing.
I don't know. I've always kind of had a special place in my heart for 2.
Oh, yeah.
I've always kind of put 2 ahead of 1 a little bit.
It's more flash, yeah.
1 is, in the history of film, 1 is an important movie.
Oh yeah,
and
it's lightning in a bottle,
right? And 2, I don't know. I have a preference for 2, but this one I feel like is right there. Like they're all 3, like a 9.0 or more.
Yeah, they're really tight next to each other,
right?
I like that they give Taggart a little bit of this sort of like between the bureaucracy and the loyalty thing is kind of jockey between the two of them. You can't just go off and be what he was in the other films and be be kind of the hardline guy, but be loose about it when things go off the rails. He's got a lot more accountability now. I mean, he feels like fucking Inspector Todd.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Only white.
Yeah.
And in Beverly, the entire brilliance behind this franchise is the juxtaposition of Black cultures. Detroit and white Beverly, rich Beverly Hills, poor Black Detroit.
Yeah.
Like side by side.
Yeah.
And they own it all the way to the end.
Yeah.
And I feel like despite the opening of 3, there was a little bit of that missing.
Yeah.
And, not to say that that's the only thing wrong with 3,
sure.
because 3 had a framework that could have worked.
Yeah. It just Eddie wasn't in the right headspace to do Axel Foley the way Axel Foley's supposed to be done.
Right.
And he was clashing with Landis directing the film, and of course, and again, you didn't have Ashton in it. You didn't have Ronnie Cox in it, so you kind of lost some of the weightier counterbalance to the light over the top side with Rosewood and Axel.
Yeah,
you need that weight, that gravity, and the whole thing.
I also I know it's a couple minutes ago, but I really like the line where he says, "Congratulations, I do all my best work when I'm suspended."
Yes, he does.
Here's a thing that I don't like about cop movies. like, we're in a lawyer's office, and she's just got access to all of this information.
Sure.
I don't know. Like, again, it's all of the... Well, she's using the...
public website on that regard, for that point.
Right.
Oh, look at that Lamborghini. There we go.
Well... Power surge is his...
Oh...
So, all right.
Bronson's a treasure, man.
I don't know if you follow Bronson on any socials.
No.
All right. What I need everyone to do right now, if you are a fan of this, is to go to Instagram right now, search Bronson Pinchot, and hit follow. Because Bronson Pinchot, the actor, posts all the time, and they're always videos.
Okay.
And every video starts with him kind of just talking about his day, and within 3 to 4 seconds, it switches to, hello, my name is Serge, and he does the rest of the post as Serge.
Oh, my God.
Every one of them. It's fucking incredible. Bronson Pinchot is a national treasure.
Oh, yeah, totally. And they use him right in this one.
Sometimes he does Belky, and sometimes he compares Belky and Serge, and it's like...
This feels so perfect for the character.
Isn't it so
a lot more than the what the hell they're doing the three with the freaking gun they had going on. The concept gun.
It was weird. It was like a convention. I don't know.
It was peculiar. It felt a little more shoehorned.
Well, yeah.
Not quite as organic. This feels organic.
Yeah. I mean, it
going
felt
from
like
art dealer to kind of just a hobnobbing real estate. Where you're just in the aristocratic culture of Beverly Hills. Everyone just knows him.
Grandpappy. She's somebody, and I don't remember what she's in, but she's on some show, and I can't think of it right now because I'm really bad with this stuff, but her outfit not incredible? Because she looks like she's kind of professional, but she's not dressed like a realtor.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, realtors usually, especially in nice homes, dress up.
Yeah.
But for her, that is dressed up.
Yeah.
Like, she is the younger version of the lady in the car with the dog.
Yeah.
Like, she's going to grow up to become that lady. Yeah. I love it. For an entire franchise that bases its entire story on stereotype.
Yeah.
Like, it's perfect.
Yeah.
There's another Detroit radio station t-shirt.
Yeah.
Like, the only things he owns.
Detroit Lions jackets and...
Right, local propaganda.
Yeah.
Look at this bathroom.
Jesus.
My God. Statue of David.
Sounds like the tub's the afterthought. It's like, oh yeah, we got to put a tub in here somewhere.
Look at this. He's just staring.
Yeah.
There's like a lion statue.
Lion,
there's pillows.
swans.
There's pillows at the tub.
Oh yeah, probably a couple $100 a piece.
Yes. So I like that they're using this, like, house for sale as a
cover.
A warehouse for everything nefarious that they all of their shit. So it's weird, right? Because she broke it off with him.
Yeah.
Like, I think it'd be better if he were the one
kind of giving a little more of the passion over.
Right, like
trying to win her back over.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. She's doing the Foley acting.
Yeah.
But it fits the story better if he's the one initiating.
Right.
I need to give me a shirt like that Serge is wearing.
Again, blue, man. It looks great on him.
They know what they're doing. Awesome. They know what they're doing.
Oh, that suit's awesome. The black shirt, all of it.
I like that they got the light shining on that pinky ring. Pinky ring is so, like, bad guy, right?
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah.
Straight-laced people don't wear pinky rings.
Yeah.
Right. So it jammed his signal when he was in the car. He couldn't call for backup. Another one of my absolute favorite Foley character traits is that at the switch of a
drop of a dime,
he is suddenly the most knowledgeable, like, put it all together detective, and not in a way that makes you think like they wrote this for convenience and he's just figured it out all of a sudden. He's using his years of experience, like it's almost written by a cop.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I mean, it's so much like he has that acumen of being the loose, off the books type of cop, but once you switch it's like, oh, I gotta go tag it or something like that with this whole thing. It's like, well, we'll look at this thing. We don't really have evidence for the proper channels to take action.
Right. If I were the bad guy, this is what I would have done.
Clear cut, by the book cop. He can think as the by the book cop, even though usually he's acting as a guy off the books.
Right. And the fact that he has both in him is. It's one of the best written characters.
It goes back to what Todd was saying in those first two films. Like, you're a good cop, but you gotta stop doing this bullshit. And that's why he gets enough of that rope, that slack to kind of go off and do things. Because, damn, you're that good.
They know that at the end of the day.
You're that damn good, but man, you keep fucking things up and creating a major headache for the entire city every damn time. Beverly Hills Bobby. That's a spin-off.
Absolutely. That is a vehicle for Gordon-Levitt.
Oh, yeah. He'd be great.
Not that he needs any vehicles.
No. No, he's great.
The guy can sing and dance and act. And
see Don John? That was a good one.
Yeah.
That was a good one. I think he directed that one, too, as well as starring in it. He got talent all day, man.
Like, I wonder if all these people on the side of the road are actors?
Just there or getting paid for it?
Like that guy. Well, those two are...
Yeah, they're probably hired.
Extras, yeah.
Yeah.
But when they're doing a wide shot, like an aerial shot, there's people just walking down the street, it's like, oh...
Maybe. Here we go, man. Fucking Louis Guzman, talk about a fucking national treasure of his own, man. Every movie's improved by Louis Guzman being in it.
100%.
He's so goddamn good.
Him singing the Spanish version of Maneater is the most perfect thing I've ever seen in my life. He's got glitter on his face.
Oh, yeah.
Louis Guzman is the best.
Oh, yeah.
And just because,
sure.
I will now once again remind everyone to drop what you're doing and go get your copy of Traffic and put it in and remind yourself that that was the best movie of 2000 and not fucking Gladiator.
Okay.
This PSA is over.
Yeah, Traffic, yeah.
Yeah.
Soderbergh.
Michael Douglas.
Yeah.
I don't know if he had any say in how his character was going to look or act. But, my God.
He owns it every time.
Yes. Benicio del Toro won an Oscar for Traffic.
Oh, yeah.
How anybody could look at those two movies and say Gladiator is the better one blows my goddamn mind. Sorry. The early 2000s and late 90s are a rough patch for me. I'm very...
yeah.
It's...
Soderbergh's got a new film coming out. It looks fucking good.
I don't know. Has he ever done anything bad?
I
feel
don't
like
know.
he hasn't. The shush. God damn it, I love a shush like that. When it's better than the lip zip motion. Just a shush. Grant is Kevin Bacon's character?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got a little guy liner going on.
I mean, the glitter.
Yeah, the whole package.
All of it. He's got painted nails.
I mean, it's so much like the wardrobe tells you all you need to know about the character.
Right.
And you just got to have the actor fill it out.
Oh, he fills it out already.
Yeah, straight up.
He's bulked up a little bit over the last 20 years.
As good as he ever has been, man. So good.
Chubby gay. I love a chubby gay. Squirtish noise.
Uh-oh.
That is a hot suit, man.
Yeah, man.
That's a $3,000.
The swagger he's got walking up, yeah, it's all in there, man.
It's a $3,000 suit. I guarantee you.
Look at the pattern on that shirt too. Oh, the worst.
Yikes! Yikes is so good. God damn, I love a yikes.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Cheers. Is that for Axel or is that for himself?
That's for himself.
All right, well, good. Cheers. You've seen too many movies is always a great line. I like the salt and pepper hair.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's money right here, man. It just looks so good.
He is money. He looks like $1 million.
Yeah.
And you know what? He's another one who I think has had some work done.
Maybe a little light stuff.
Light work.
Maybe some crow's feet touch-up or something.
But he looks good.
I mean, the fact, he's as thin as he ever has been, so I'm sure he's got a good diet, good exercise regimen.
I'm telling you, if you find any video of him and his wife on social media, they are just you can't help but smile ear to ear. They are very similar, these two. His wheels are turning. I love that he's just out.
But we already set it up.
Right.
That's the good thing is set up payoff. That's good screenwriting.
I will say one thing that I don't like about the pacing of this movie is we have not seen nor heard from Rosewood and what is happening to him.
Yeah.
In an hour.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not. 45 minutes for sure. And is that the first time we've ever seen Maureen?
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Yeah.
Nice
fake
so
out.
Good.
I like the fake out. That's perfect.
Yes.
Because
so perfect.
We've gone on more than enough times about the air vent gag.
Well, sure, it just doesn't fucking work.
Yeah.
They're not designed to...
They're not load-bearing.
They're not big enough. They're not able to hold people.
They're designed to hold air. That's about it. Air.
And I do like that Taggart reacted in that way.
Yeah.
Where he's like, no. Like, I might be pissed at them and they might be stupid.
But they're not criminals.
They're not that.
Yeah.
Which then, kind of gives... There was the scene earlier where Foley was trying to tell Taggart that Bacon's up to no good.
Yeah.
And he wasn't having it.
Yeah.
And now it's like, oh, well...
Maybe there's something to it.
Reasonable doubt.
Yeah.
A touch negative. I don't remember them saying that he was a helicopter pilot.
I think it was dropped in, yeah.
It had to have been. Like, they wouldn't have dropped this in.
It was in there somewhere.
They wouldn't have made that up on the spot. They're not doing very well up there, but I hope he took a Dramamine first.
Oh, boy.
That's hilarious. Great story.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Whoever did the stunt helicoptering on this did a really great job. I'm sure that it takes elite skill.
Oh my God!
To drive a helicopter and make it look like somebody doesn't know how to drive a helicopter.
Yeah. Oh, Brown's gonna be in a bad place.
Truck, yeah. He just landed on Wilshire Boulevard.
Dude.
There goes the umbrella, the falafel stand.
This is great.
This is perfect. The chaos. This is so good. This is a hell of a sequence.
Yeah.
Look at Grant's car, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
That's not his personal car. That's a police car.
Oh, yeah. I got a gun at him.
The helicopter is literally 3 feet off the ground.
Right.
He's not going to die in a crash. Look at this stunt driving.
That's practical. You can't get that. Oh, the world.
I know.
The wake of the whole thing as a CGI or whatnot. It's got to be real, man. That's a holy shit. Tanger's gonna have a heart attack. Jesus Christ.
I can't quite hear it. What song is playing in the background?
I think it's just a score.
Oh, is it? I thought it was Shakedown for a minute.
No. It just sounds like the score.
Well, now he's crashed 2 helicopters. Oh God! Lord. Like somebody actually crashed that helicopter. That's not CGI.
Yeah. Not much better though. There it is.
This the outfit on this guy.
Yeah.
And they steal the golf cart. It's beautiful.
Looks like Tone Loc. Too young for it, though.
Could be a. I mean, I guess he kind of looks like Tone Loc.
Yeah.
But it got to be Tone Loc. It would be Tone Loc's kid, if anything. $43,000 being a... Are we at a cookout is... I'm a little lagging here on the... I'm processing.
Oh, yeah. It's fast, man. Dialogue.
Mr. Weinstein? Well done, sir. I like that he called him Uncle John.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is good because we got Taggart coming around now.
Yeah.
And now the cops are like everybody's
disarray.
Yeah, everybody knows what's going on, kind of.
Yeah.
Well, I take that back. Everybody thinks
been drawn out to the forefront of everything.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not. You can't prove it yet.
Yeah, but Axel, Bobby wouldn't be going this far out on the ledge if there wasn't some validity.
Right, and it's funny because Taggart has always, in the history of the franchise, has always been the kind to not believe until he's forced to believe.
Yeah,
and they held true to it right to here.
Yeah.
And then he's always kind of regretful. Like I wish that I would have...
Oh, man. I really wish I didn't care so much.
Right.
To have to be dragged along into this.
Yeah. Do you think them going back to the idea of like art dealership is intentional or redundant?
I think it fits well enough. It's not leaned on too heavily.
Well, I mean, it fits because it's Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
But it still bothers me that they've not even shown Billy in an hour at this point.
Yeah, it does feel a little...
Like,
it feels like you didn't have him for more than maybe about 4 or 5 days on the film.
Right. And like, we had to write out a few scenes because...
Right. I know they're trying to keep it up in the air. It's like, what happened to Billy? Where is he? Did he get captured? Is he
dead?
Still alive?
Right.
Yeah, I get it. And like, I don't know.
But
if he just held captive, there's not much of a scene you can have off of that. It's just showing its sake. There's not really a story progression if he's just tied up somewhere doing nothing.
Unless they were torturing him or something.
Maybe if they were doing that to find out where the thing was. Yeah, they could have done a scene like that. We were trying to figure out where the card was and everything.
And it didn't have to be right away. Like, I think you could show...
You could have had, like, Pellegrino's character kind of throwing a weight around, trying to...
Right. Like, I understand the mystery and delaying
it. They could have had a little something about half an hour, 40 minutes ago.
But they went so far along that you forgot about him.
A little too much, yeah.
You know what I mean? And now we've got just the straight up Foley theme.
Yeah. Yeah, I was watching a little behind the scenes thing they did for the score, and they actually brought out like the old like patch boards they had like 40 years ago used to like record the theme and everything. They had like, the old freaking things from like the 70s up there, but they're doing new stuff with like choruses and the orchestra and stuff like that. So they're really harking back to where it was, but trying to make it fresh and new and kind of give it a new life.
Eric Estrada's got her.
Lundgren in the back. Discount Drago.
That's right. And I like that the SD card, he says, was in the Rambo knife, which Estrada literally had in his hand.
Yeah.
And then put down.
Yeah.
Diapers? Adult diapers.
Adult diapers, yeah.
That's a great cop joke.
Yeah.
Right? How did they know that so quickly? I don't mind Paul Reiser as a serious character either. It's just, it's too different.
A little too incongruous to where he was portrayed earlier in the franchise.
Adidas. Has he always worn Adidas?
I think so, maybe. Oh, my lord. Shit.
I mean, what a great way to get back up.
Yeah.
Oh, Billy is
nice.
Billy's perfect.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, there goes some cocaine. Although that one didn't look like it had any inside of it. Because they're packaged, right? They're not.
Oh, shit.
It's not loose.
He's having a bad old day. Goes the backup.
Well, yeah, they all play bumper car. There's not. Unfortunately, this is a thing that most people writing movies don't take into consideration, is that there are not that many police cars out and about on,
at one time,
on duty at one time.
No.
He is relentless. Yeah. Foley is relentless.
Yeah. He's a fucking gnat. He doesn't give up. He doesn't leave you alone. He's going to poke and prod you until he gets what he wants.
Look at his eyes.
Oh, yeah. He's just beaming, man.
He's like a husky.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's so good
in
literally everything.
Yeah.
I challenge any of our listeners to rattle off something where he was not excellent.
Yeah.
Like, the movie could have been terrible.
Yeah.
But he was excellent.
Yeah.
He hasn't done a lot of terrible movies, in my opinion, but
no.
There might be a few in there.
I just got my 4K of Sturvek.
I saw that.
Uh-huh. Gotta watch that one.
I mean, the lack of CGI in this movie.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably something in here that's probably visual effects, but goddamn can't notice it.
If you are not actively aware of the CGI, then that means it's been done correctly.
Oh, yeah.
Any movie where you go, oh, that's CGI, that means, like, that's bad.
Yeah, yeah.
AKA every Marvel movie that's ever been made. And I understand, with the use of CGI, you have infinite possibilities.
Right.
You can literally make anything you desire happen, come to life.
Mm-hmm.
There's something to be said about doing it this way.
Yeah.
That makes it believable.
Yeah.
I like believable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Get as much shot in camera as you can. If you're going to use digital effects, then you have to give... You can't just... There's a lot of problems we've had in recent times with some of these big budget things. Like, they keep changing their minds at the last minute. Then you give them like a month and a half to get it and redo the entire effects sequence. That looks like shit. You got to give them time, pre-production, to do all the stuff the right way and build the effects the right way. You can't really rush art.
Here we go.
Yeah, it
Billy
is.
using the dire straits to talk about something that isn't relevant.
Right. Ooh,
oh, good God.
Nice.
You see the mist of blood?
Yeah.
Like, if that's digital, it didn't feel digital.
No. I've seen some bad blood. I've seen bad digital blood. Like the Expendables movies, they're wrought with them. They look fucking awful.
Right.
I like that. Dagger's like 75 or something right now. He limber to get up and down like that shit.
Yeah, hilarious.
He's supposed to be behind the desk, not out here shooting guns.
He's the chief of police.
Right.
The chief of police is an elected official almost.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's administrative.
She gonna get out of these cuffs?
Oh, yeah.
Well done, ma'am. Well done. Ooh, not the vase.
Nice stunt.
And we've got a little bit of actually a bit of a throwback to the first film.
A little bit, yeah.
Where we've got, bad guy's mansion.
Yeah.
The cops outside crawling behind walls and...
Sure, yeah. The thing is, it's still executed with the zeal, the passion, everything like that. So it doesn't feel like you're just tired walking through a guideline or whatnot. There's still energy in the film. Everyone's invested in what they're doing.
Here comes, nope.
Yep. There.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Slow motion time.
Yeah. Oof.
That's CGI blood.
Yeah.
But...
it's decent.
That's not, I don't think. Maybe it was. Either way...
It's not egregious. Like, if it's one shot that's decently well done...
Right, like, that looks...
It's not going to throw off.
That looks real.
Much.
There's not enough brains on the curtain, but...
Sure.
It looks good.
We're not going that hard R.
Right.
Yeah.
The blood stain getting bigger on the shirt.
Yeah.
Still wearing his Guns N' Roses t-shirt. He hasn't had to change outfits the whole movie.
No. Which means probably wardrobe has like 7 different versions of the same thing, distressed on different levels.
Probably. Or not.
Maybe.
Because he's not really dirty.
Yeah.
They don't allow one member in a family in the Bambalance? I thought they did.
Right, just so they could
unless it's a
get that moment between her and Bobby there.
Yeah, I guess.
Meatloaf and fritters.
It didn't look like any sort of fritter, by the way, out of there. No, she got rid of her.
A little tie back.
Yeah.
That's much better.
There's no fritter. There's no fritter on that plate. God, that sounds good. I love a burger and a milkshake. Ugh. Norms. I wonder if Norms is a thing. I mean, this movie was just made, so probably.
Yeah, sure.
There's pecan pie up there. Ooh, baby. It's a seasonal pie. I can't imagine they would just have it all the time in Beverly Hills. Everything came up Millhouse. It's great. Yeah, I'm hungry. That burger's really making me hungry. I need a milkshake. Ooh. Yeah. I think she looks way better with her hair down.
Oh, yeah.
Personally.
Yeah.
Good callback.
Mm-hmm.
And it took her, an hour and 45 to come around, but...
Yeah.
I feel like they also neglected all of her other lawyer duties in this story.
Sure, yeah.
Like, does she just take off work to go do this caper?
Yeah.
Like, does she have a boss who is looking for her?
Yeah.
God, I love him so much.
Yeah.
A great shot. This is a Bruckheimer shot.
Yeah, totally.
Right? Beverly Boulevard, wide pullback.
Yeah. Money right on screen.
Oh my God, yes. Oh, now we have a coda. And really, we're going to do this, are we? Oh my God. The idea that Billy, who does not have a relationship, is trying to be therapist.
Dr. Ruth with him.
Despite the fact that it's like as on the nose as you can possibly get, it is delightful.
It's nice as a coda.
Right.
It just letting the characters breathe a little bit there, because you never got really a scene with the three of them just have the banter.
Yes!
There we go. That's Taylour.
So Little Nas X is a nice touch. Like that's a modern whatever. We're gonna have to I don't know. Is it gonna kick us out?
No, we're gonna be fine.
Watch credits. Yeah. There you go. All right, we had to click watch credits. If you've stopped and gotten out, then
that's fine. Just keep listening to us.
Thank you for listening and whatever. But we're gonna click watch credits and
roll through.
Yeah, this movie fits.
Breath of fresh air.
It fits so well.
Yeah.
Into the canon of the first two.
Yeah.
Like if this was part 3, and 3 never existed.
Yeah.
It would be considered with the other great trilogies.
Yeah.
The Back to the Futures is.
Yeah.
And what have yous.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, that didn't happen.
Third one derailed it, but at least it motivated him to do this one because, like I said earlier, Eddie was like, "Man, I'm just really stinging points. Like it didn't work right. It was a misfire. I don't want to let the franchise end on that. I want to end more like this."
And I know that they were trying.
Yeah, like hell.
And I do applaud them, despite the fact that we had to wait a generation.
Yeah.
I applaud them for waiting to get it right.
Yeah.
The TV show, I think, is still an interesting idea.
Yeah.
And maybe they could still go forward with that using the daughter and Bobby with, the occasional cameo.
Yeah.
For advice or, every 3 or 4 episodes.
Reinhold could pop in as a kind of recurring.
Right. And, even Eddie Murphy.
I mean, there are talks about, just right after this one hit and got so much buzz and everything.
Are doing another one?
Doing another film. Maybe.
There's only...
It just... Because Ashton's passed away, I feel like if they brought Ronnie Cox back, is he still around? He's still doing stuff.
Well, yeah, but he's got to be... He's even older.
Yeah, Yeah.
I don't know what you could have him do.
I'm just saying, if you want to still hit off some sort of vibe from that... He was born in 1938, so he's...
He's 85.
86.
Yeah.
85, 86. He still looks good, he still does stuff, but I don't know.
So, yeah, I guess if I'm pitching it...
Yeah.
It would be... Foley retires from Detroit.
Yeah.
He retires as being a cop.
Yeah.
And moves to L.A. to be with his daughter.
Mm-hmm. And then shit ensues.
Yeah, something happens.
Yeah.
And then he is no longer able to have resources.
Yeah.
But he has a friend with
Bobby or
Gordon-Levitt.
or Rosewood or yeah.
And Taggart is now passed away.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah.
So, maybe there's a new chief or whatever.
Yeah.
And that could be a character.
Or a solid actor in there, yeah. The fact that they've got new characters in here, but really well, superbly cast. And they all fit in exactly what the rhythms of everyone else.
Yeah.
It's you're not really... If you have lost Taggart, it feels like now you've got some other elements here that can bolster with that, with his absence.
I think that there's plenty to work on with.
Yeah. So, there's potential. They have elements they can work with to still make another good film if they want to, but clearly they're not going to rush into it.
Yeah.
After Bruckheimer, Murphy, they're like, this really hit it off right. They don't want to go do another one and take back what they just did. They don't want to just do it just because Netflix says, hey, this worked out great, let's do another one.
Right.
And get another whatever the hell is and just throw more money at it. They clearly have a lot of value with this thing, and they don't want to tarnish what they already have here. So
we all know what happened with Halloween 5, Jason Takes Manhattan, Dream Child.
Yeah.
Where it was like the thing Saw.
Yeah.
the thing is greenlit before you even have...
They're hitting the ground running, shooting things before they even know what the hell they're actually doing.
Right.
Now, obviously, this is a lot more money on the table, so it's like, yeah, you're not going to...
What did you say the budget was on this?
$150 million reported.
That's fucking insane. Like, think about
it's
that.
It's a hell of a lot more than the other ones had.
Think about that number. Oh, I don't fuck
also,
with you. Written
also,
by
you have to kind of think of
Big Sean featuring E40.
Considering this is a streaming movie, you don't have like back end points of a box office, so everyone has to kind of get paid a lot more up front. There's not like residuals as much. Murphy's not making 5% off the box office to kind of rake in millions more. They have to kind of get all the stuff kind of more up front, so you're paying a lot more people up front instead of out back end. What I would feel.
What is I don't understand necessarily the business model. Is all of this literally paid for by subscribership?
I don't Netflix? Know. I don't know what the economics of the streaming stuff are really.
I don't.
I mean, it's got to be all basically just like people signing up for the service and
right. If you've got 1 million people paying $10 a month, you're making
Netflix
$10 million
does release numbers about the viewership or anything. I think like there's like 40 million people watch this in like the first week or something like that.
Right. So 40 million people that paid $10 a month is
it's a lot of money.
Right.
It's a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
So it does cover it, but anything like that. So I don't know. I don't know what their back end look at everything like.
I'm interested.
How everything divvies up in that regard. But
well, anyway.
Any which way.
This was a fun one.
This was really excellent.
Great way to kick off our new year.
Yeah, totally.
This is number 199 for you?
199 for me.
So that means Big 200's coming up next.
200 next. So guys, stick around and then hope you'll enjoy it.
All right, we'll see ya.
Bye-bye.